We have a couple of pretty interesting things to talk about today. Both of these pieces of news actually came out yesterday, but when I learned about them, I had literally just finished uploading the mid-season grades video, so instead of overlapping uploads, I figured I would just wait and talk about these things today. I don't plan on this video being too long, so let's get right into things. The first bit of news, I would say the more notable thing that happened, the thing everyone is talking about, Evander Kane has finally signed with the Edmonton Oilers. It's something that we all seen coming. It's been rumored for the past couple of weeks. The only thing that held it up this long is because the NHL had to finish their investigation into Evander Kane. I'm sure everyone knows the story there. So Evander Kane is an Edmonton Oiler, and this is 100% a controversial move by Ken Holland and the Oilers just because of everything that has went on with Evander Kane off the ice, basically throughout his entire career and especially over the past, year or two. But as we have learned, teams don't really care about off-ice stuff when it comes to players when they're trying to win. We saw it with Carolina, how they signed Tony DeAngelo in the offseason. I'm pretty sure they're happy with how he's been playing on the ice. There's no doubt that Evander Kane is a good hockey player, and on the ice he should make this Oilers team better. He adds more depth to the team, which is something that they were severely lacking. Bob Stauffer, I believe that's how you say his name, who is a color commentator on the Oilers radio network, tweeted out what his ideal lines or projected lines are for when Evander Kane is actually in the lineup. On the top line, he has McDavid centering Evander Kane and Zach Hyman. On the second line, Draisaitl is centering Ryan Nugent-Hopkins and Kaylor Yamamoto. Third line, you got Fogle, McLeod, and Puljujarvi, and then Shore, Ryan Cassian as the fourth line. And I believe Ken Holland actually said today that the expectation is Evander Kane is going to be in the lineup for the Oilers tomorrow night. So we'll see how this works out. Like I said, it definitely adds another element to the Oilers up front, a much needed element, I would say, when you consider where the team is at. However, it's definitely not a signing that's going to gain the Oilers any popularity points. I actually seen a report, I'm not sure how credible this is, but when the Oilers showed the Evander Kane signing on the Jumbotron in their game the other night, apparently the crowd booed. I also forgot to mention that the cap hit is around $2.1 million. He's only signed for this one season, so at the end of the year he'll be a UFA again, but you guys can let me know your thoughts on this signing down below in the comments. How well do you think he's going to fit in Edmonton, and do you think he even should have been given another chance to play somewhere at all? The reality of the situation is, if the Oilers weren't going to sign him, there would be another team out there to sign him. Now moving on to the other bit of news, the news that I'm actually more excited to talk about because I find this absolutely fascinating. I'll read you guys a bit of this article from Yahoo Sports. According to Craig Morgan of Phoenix Sports, the Coyotes are in advanced talks with officials from Arizona State University to use its multi-purpose venue for home games for the next 3 or 4 seasons. This while the club awaits approval to begin building its proposed arena in Tempe, I'm not quite sure how you say that. So there's a chance that over the next 3-4 seasons we could be seeing the Arizona Coyotes play at a NCAA college hockey arena that only seats 5,000 people. I'll show you guys a picture of it here on the screen. Just for context, the current NHL arena that seats the least amount of people is the Winnipeg Jets arena, and I still believe that seats like 16,500 or somewhere around that. It would be pretty insane to see an NHL team play meaningful regular season games in such a small venue, and I know there was a lot of people on Twitter when this news came out, making fun of the Coyotes and that weren't really a big fan of this, but honestly, me personally, I think this could be great. Reason number one, the Arizona Coyotes don't have the greatest attendance to begin with. They don't sell out games very often, if at all, but I would imagine they wouldn't really have too many problems selling out a 5,000 person venue. So that's reason number one. Reason number two is, I'm guessing with this being a college hockey arena, it would be pretty handy to the college students. Could you imagine 5,000 college students, packing out the Arizona Coyotes game every time they play? There's potential that this would turn out to be one of the craziest arenas to play in the National Hockey League. The atmosphere would likely be pretty wild, even if it's not, college students, even if it's just Arizona Coyotes fans and there's 5,000 of them packed into, a smaller arena, the atmosphere would still be pretty wild. It'd be pretty loud. This obviously isn't ideal for the Arizona Coyotes. I'm sure there's a lot of modifications that would have to be made to the arena to be able to accommodate the Arizona Coyotes and an NHL team's needs. It really seems like Gary Bettman, Bill Daly in the NHL, they're dead set on keeping the Coyotes in Arizona, and they need somewhere to play over the next couple of seasons, so I honestly think there's a good chance this could happen, and I'm all for it. So I'm definitely interested to hear your guys' thoughts on both of the things we talked about in today's video, the Evander Kane signing and the potential of the Coyotes playing in a 5,000 seat arena. Let me know all your thoughts down below in the comment section, and while you're down there, if you could, leave a like on the video, I'd really appreciate it. And if this was your first time checking out the channel and you want more NHL content just like this, be sure to hit that subscribe button, and I'll talk to you all soon.